Well, hello YouTube. Good morning. Here we are. We have ourselves a start to another day. Sitting right around minus 13 Celsius. And yeah, welcome to our vlog. So, here we go. Well, we got ourselves a chilly morning this morning. Believe it or not, this is going to be one of the warmer days we're going to have, or have had in the last few days. Looking at the forecast, there's a potential of it warming up slightly for a couple days. Then it's supposed to, cool right down to a possibility of like minus 19 or so Celsius, of course. I guess, well, we're bound to get our winter weather eventually, and when it does, it's going to hit hard and be here for a while. You know, even sitting where we are in our month of December, having the lack of snow we do is a little bit odd. But, you know, at least it's not completely brown still or dry still. We do have, some snow in some areas. Well, of course, today I want to do some running around. I need to go out and stop by the dealership and maybe stop by a computer place. I am gonna do some pricing out on seeing if I can recover some of the lost data that was on that one hard drive and see where it goes from there. There is nearly 2 terabytes of data on that one hard drive that I lost when the computer crashed in January of 2016. And if I can recover that data, there's basement project videos that I can actually air this winter, as well as fire pit videos and other documents and photos which I haven't been able to recover fully from in the last year. So if I can recover that data, that'd be most definitely worth the whole, expense and ordeal. In the long runs of things, it'll probably pay for itself, and but it'll be a little bit of an expense up front. But hey, you never know how it'll turn out until, well, you give her a shot. I'm gonna try the dual dash camera one more time. Of course, running it in single mode, not dual mode. And see how the footage works. If the camera works, then I'll prolong buying another one for a while. If the dash camera still does what it's been doing, then well, I will abandon it and buy a new dash camera. I know it sounds funny, but the less things you have to buy, the better, right? And if the old camera is still salvageable or workable, then we'll work with it. I've been looking at dash cameras, but I haven't really found one that I like. I thought I found one the other day. However, it didn't have a microphone, which for 99% of the things I do, not having a microphone would be okay. But how else would I record audio for my Maxwell's Mind episode and other things? I'd have to carry a secondary audio capturing device, whether it's a camera like this setup or a voice recorder, which then the sound would be off. And it'll never be turned on when you want it to, or the battery will be dead when you need it because it's not part of the camera, and it's just a little bit too much hassle. I've been looking at cameras at different price points, the $49 ones, which I've already have, up to $300-400 ones, and I suppose if you do a lot of driving, something like that would be justified, especially if it works for you and gets you out of a ticket or an accident, right? Sometimes in the confusion of an accident, the statements get jumbled up, and all of a sudden you pulled in front of somebody and slammed on the brakes instead of the guy actually rear-ended you because he had plenty of time to stop. It's sometimes just there just to cover your own butt. and you know, keep you from having a loss. As well as I probably should check the fan mail box, get the weekly dose of junk mail and flyers for, well, the upcoming fire pit videos. Because, well, believe it or not, the box is actually starting to get pretty full. It's surprising how much waste actually goes to the dump or recycling bin that we really don't need to print, because the majority of it nobody ever reads, you know, anyways. But pretty much, guys, going to strike on out, give the truck a start, let her warm up, throw the old dash cam on the window, and well, we'll see how we go. Maybe we'll put some footage in this here vlog, or maybe we'll see you right back here later. Well, hello YouTube, here we are. Well, just got back from running around. Hopefully the road footage turned out, because I will have inserted it before this here clip now. If it didn't, well, hey, I guess it's the way it is. Did some pricing out on a few things. Stopped by a computer shop, dropped off my hard drive, and well, it's going to be a little pricey if there's data on there. If there's not data on there, then I'll pay a small fee for their exploratory, and well, it is what it is. You know, I guess It's the cost of making videos, the cost of, if you want to call it doing business, you know, and the cost of expensive hobby. Well, I was at the computer store, not a department store, but an actual computer shop. I getting him to work out a quote on a custom built, you know, gaming or video editing type of computer. I am looking at some in department stores to buy, and they're going to be really steep. Going to be the most expensivest computer I've bought to date, you know, yet anyway. And there are some weak points, you know, the graphics card, or not enough RAM, or, you know, power supply, or no SSD or whatever, right? And thinking about buying a actual computer, a real computer, one that's professionally built, one that doesn't have nearly as many weak components and stuff. And really, given the lead time, it's only going to be about a week or two, and I'll have it here at home. So to do it once and do it right. And a lot of the manufacturers of the better products offer a decent warranty, so we'll have to see how the time goes on that one. That's one of the things on my list, is to buy a decent desktop, and then well, we'll be good to go for another, well, he claims, you know, longer than 4 or 5 years. Because the one he's using, he's had for almost 10 years, and it's still, you know, just like what it is, almost day as new. Where the desktop I'm currently using is starting to slow down and give trouble again, and it hasn't been a year since it was last in to get fixed from its original nervous breakdown. So of course went and did a couple more stops, stopped by the old dealership there, had to do a couple of things. Got that all squared away. Stopped by the post office, checked the fan mail, and just the normal handful of junk. And really, home now, and here we are now. I've got a couple things to do. I've got a couple things to do coming up here. Then after they are done, I'm going to probably film a couple of Maxwell's World videos. And then really the rest of the day is free and clear. So we'll have to see how that all shakes about. And well, around we go. So gonna go in, transfer this footage to the computer, see if the dash camera worked or failed. If it failed, well then that answers my question about buying a new one. If it worked, well then maybe we'll hold off until Boxing Day and see what I can find for specials at that time. So you guessed her, we'll catch you all then. Here we are. We come to the end of another day. Well, was a good day. Got about 99% of my list done for the day. Tried to end it with, well, changing a taillight bulb on the car. However, I can't figure out how to get the taillight off. Being it's cold and things like that, I don't want to force it and end up breaking one of the little plastic clips that hold the taillight in. I've tried Googling it and YouTubing it, but they make it look so easy. Of course, they're doing it in a heated shop or in California where, well, you know, the plastic's nice and soft. So I'll probably just end up having to go and pay it done, and if it gets broke, well, it's their fault for breaking it. I guess that's what happens, you know, when you buy one of these modern fancy new vehicles. You know, you got hidden fasteners, and they're not really made for the average person to work on them. You're supposed to take them to the dealership and to pay them $300 to change a $5 light bulb. But I guess, you know, that's the way she is, right? Well, of course, like I said, according to the footage you've seen there, did some running around, stopped at the computer store. He hasn't done up a quote or got back to me with a quote yet, but it's all, you know, all good there. Next week or so, we'll touch base with him. Maybe he'll have some data recovered off that hard drive. If not, I have the hard choice on whether to pay and have it sent away for, you know, more extraction, or just cut my losses, and it is what it is. So if he gets a quote done up for a new desktop, then, well, Maxwell's Life Entertainment will have a new desktop that'll last a few more years which will definitely be a plus, and I can retire my current rig that is 5 years old, or almost 5 years old, as a backup rig, because while there are times where I want to do, you know, editing and uploading where the main rig is tied up, and in this way I got a backup rig to do my editing or watching or whatever on, and well, it's all good, right? Well, I touched a couple of bases on a new dash camera. I need to do some online digging, you know, read some articles and reviews. This is going to be the most expensive dash camera I've purchased yet to date, and by the look of the footage that I found in-house, in-store, it looked pretty good. But hey, you know, everything looks better, you know, in the store until you get it home, right? Well, tomorrow I got a big road trip. I'm going to point the truck east and go to the Saskatoon city, and go to the big city of Saskatoon and explore their mall, and spend the day trip kind of there. It's been, I don't remember the last time I was there, probably a good year anyway. Obviously it would have been with the other truck, and I haven't been nowhere, you know, since losing that truck in terms of going east. So I'll be, you know, hook the dash camera up, get some road footage. Hopefully everything works good. The weather is supposed to semi-cooperate, and it'll all be good. So we'll have to see how she works out tomorrow, and around we go. Remember, we do have a fan mail box. The address is down in the description. Send me a letter, send me a decal, you know, nonsense, gibberish, all that good stuff. And around we go. And as always, thanks for watching Maxwell's Vlogs. Comment, subscribe, and enjoy.